grow now. Yeah, I got to believe in what the street goes there. Just who are you trying to please now? 'Cause you care for the maker, yeah. But I ain't got to ponder. You know these things take time. Indulging window watching. Further.
Yes.
This one works? Sure does. Well, somebody with muscles did that, so I'll just leave it the way it is. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. A wonderful morning to dedicate the Trilogy Skate Park. I'm Roger Gorban, president of the Midland Foundation. It's my privilege to start this off this morning and to recognize a number of people who have come together to make this park possible. We had a project committee in the Midland Foundation. It was is headed by Lynn Weimer, and that group worked hard and came up with the idea of having this skate park. They had a lot of help. Rick Reynolds, a member of that committee, brought that idea in, and when you bring an idea in, you end up being chairman. So that's the way Rick ended up being chairman of the committee to make this all happen. And he got together with Marty McGuire from the city, and the city got behind the idea. We went to the council, they supported it, and Rick and others and the staff of the foundation and the staff of the city did all those many, many things that were necessary to make this happen. Of course, one of them was raising money, and we're very fortunate in Midland. As you well know, we got excellent support from the local private foundations, a number of businesses, and a number of individuals, and all those folks are recognized on the concrete upright skateboard over there. When you get into the park, you see the big Trilogy triangle, and you look around on the back, and you can see who had helped with this. And of course, amongst the foundations, the Herbert and Grace A. Dow Foundation, the Strosacker Foundation, and the Gerstacker Foundation, plus these businesses and individuals. And we owe them a great, great debt of gratitude. One of the members of the committee that Marty recruited was Bob Pierce, and Bob Pierce probably more than one individual. This is Bob over here in the red shirt. He is a boarder par excellence, and trains in the summer out on Timberline Lodge and Mount Hood on his snowboard, but in between all that, he was able to arrange for our pros over here. Some of them even came from Portland, my hometown, and it's dear to my heart. And they've been here for they've been here for a few days and have really gotten us off to a great start and are getting us off to a great start. So I'd like to thank Rick and Bob and all the committee and Marty. Many hours of work and planning. They recruited an architect from California named Zach Wormhout. He's been out here many times. He was here last weekend, could not make this weekend. We're disappointed he couldn't come, but he did a marvelous job designing this park. And Gerace Construction, you'll hear from Dwayne Bremer in a minute. Gerace Construction gets just all kinds of praise for the kind of job they did in with the concrete and putting this together, and all the help they got from Three Rivers, from Fisher Sand and Gravel, Pat's Gradall, who volunteered materials and effort to make this happen. And thanks Mike and Chip and Tom for coming and being with us, and to the Holiday Inn for taking care of these guys in grand style. Finally, I'd like to thank all you skaters and boarders. We've seen you out here, and we appreciate you respecting the confidence we placed in you for doing it safely out here and taking care of the park. On the safety issue, I just have to be serious a minute. Last night in the Midland Daily News, if you read Ann Lander's column, the first letter was from a lady who lost her son to a skateboard accident. The good news is that the foundation, the Midland Foundation, the hospital system, Dow Chemical Foundation, the Midland Police and the Sheriff's Department, we are getting together to provide safety helmets for the kids who will take them and wear them, and we hope they do. There'll be more on that in the paper, so watch for that announcement coming up soon. Well, finally, I'd like to thank the City Council and Drummond. Why don't you come on up here? Went in to see the City Council a few times and convinced them about liability and some of those other nitty-gritty issues. And we just want to thank the city for Marty and all his effort, and for the council having the faith in us to bring this project about, for providing such a neat site. Another example of the private foundations. Here it is. My speech is over. It now belongs to the city.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed by that very generous welcome. Thank you, Roger. I guess I could just simply say that I echo all of the appreciation that Roger has just expressed, and sit down. But we do have some people that we specifically want to mention to thank on behalf of the city. First, let me begin by saying that this is truly a great day for the city park system. We take pride in the way that people have begun to talk about this park. We've heard comments such as, "This park earns a 5-star rating in my book," from a professional skater who visits skate parks all over the world. Our nationally known skate park architect tells us that our construction company, Gerace Construction, has set a new standard for cement work in skate parks. But the most important compliment comes from our own Trilogy Park skaters, one of whom exclaimed, "Totally groovin' pipes, dude." Did I get that right? It's compliments like these that make the project more worth the effort it took to blaze the trail for the first skate park of its kind in Michigan. 2 years ago, when the Midland Foundation approached the city with an idea of building the skate park, it would have been easy to allow safety, liability, and financing concerns to block this very forward-thinking idea. Fortunately for us, the Midland Foundation and the young people of this community, along with a few key city staffers, Public Services Director Marty McGuire, and Health and Safety Coordinator Gussie Peterson, all had the vision to champion this very difficult project. We've seen attitudes from skate parks are too dangerous and expensive to this is a really great thing for the Midland community. Now that change in attitudes is a really great thing for our community. I would also like to recognize Assistant Public Services Director Frank Riggle and the Parks Department. Thank you for your outstanding contributions through the construction of the skate park. Finally, I'd like to address the skate park users. In the 3 weeks since Trilogy has been opened, we've received many compliments about you. You have demonstrated the respect for your support and have exhibited care and courtesy to all of the users of the park. The respect that you've shown for the goals and purposes of the park will continue to drive its success. I encourage you to continue to skate safely and responsibly. But most of all, I encourage you to enjoy the park. Let me conclude by once again thanking the Midland Foundation and all who have contributed financially to make this park happen. It is with great pride that I recognize and accept the Trilogy Park as the newest addition to the city park system. Now, let me introduce the gentleman responsible for the construction aspects of Trilogy Skate Park, President of Gerace Construction, Mr. Dwayne Bremer.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. I would like to do at this time, I'd like to at this time give you some of the ingredients that went into making this park. The first ingredient that we established and put into this park was actually 4,000 yards of sand, stone, and that gives us the basis on which you see the contours for the concrete slabs. The next ingredient that we installed was actually about 15 tons of reinforcing steel that went in the concrete slabs and walls to withstand the elements of Michigan. The last material that was installed in the concrete was actually what we call the pipes, coping steels. What'd you guys call them before? Good tubes? What'd you call the copings? That's what I thought. Yeah, you mentioned something else. But anyhow, there was about 4 tons of pipes, steel tubing, and stuff to go onto the edge of the concrete to protect it so these skateboarders got something to ride on. They know that as coping steel. With the use of equipment, the crews placed 400 yards of concrete in the slabs to make the surface for the skaters to ride on, and then we placed 1 yard of concrete in the skateboard sign. The interesting thing that with this park is that there is basically 15,000 square feet of horizontal surface, if you will, plan view, but in reality there is 18,000 square feet of skateboard surface. These are the curves, the flats, the walls, anything that sticks up out there that these guys want to ride on. At this time, I would like to recognize the firms and the workers that provided this service to make this skate park one of the best in the U.S. Pat's Gradall, Three Rivers Construction, Fisher Sand and Gravel, and the following Gerace Construction employees: Jeff Grunder, Carpenter, Chris Robinson, Carpenter, Ken Longstreth, Bob Holycross, Cement Finishers, Curtis Hodges, Dave Davies were the laborers, Jim Muba, equipment operator, Al Assumption, supervision, and obviously Ed Page, the superintendent. If the construction workers and the firms are in the audience, would you raise your hands at this time? Please give these gentlemen, workers, a round of applause. Let me close by saying the workers on this project worked 5,000 hours accident-free. This is an accomplishment within itself. This did not include the skateboarders that helped us during construction. Thank you again for letting Drace Construction be your partner on this project. Thank you. Now let me introduce Marty McGuire, Midland's Director of Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Dwayne. One of the really neat elements of this whole project has been the involvement of the skaters. When we first started with the idea and brought our architect into the community, he met with a group of about 30 skaters and actually had them use modeling clay to construct some of the elements that we see in the park today. We have involved them at every stage of the construction, and one of the things that we'd like to recognize today is the naming of the park. There was a contest run for skaters to suggest names for the skate park, and those names were then turned to the Parks and Recreation Commission, who paired the list to 4 or 5, and then the skate designers who had participated were allowed to vote, and that is how we came up with the name Trilogy Skate Park, and that was initially advanced by Spencer Yatch. And if Spencer would come up here, we would like to present to him the skateboard and skateboard equipment for his effort in naming the park. Spencer Yatch. One of the other things that this project has allowed me to do, as Roger mentioned, we involved Bob Pierce. When I first came to the city in 1977, I hired a 16-year-old kid as a park attendant. I have maintained a good friendship with that young man throughout the time that I've been in Midland. And as he's grown older, I won't say grown up, but as he's grown older, we have continued to converse, and when we got into this project, I didn't know a thing about skate parks. Didn't know much about skateboarding at all, but I knew somebody who did. And Bob Pierce has been just a wealth of knowledge and support in this project, and really deserves a lot of credit in getting us to where we are. And this day, the dedication is really Bob's project and his brainchild. He has brought several pros in who will give an exhibition just as soon as we finish this. And to introduce those pros, I'd like to introduce one of them, Tom Nordwall.
What's happening, Michigan? How y'all doing today? All right, my name is Tom Nordwall, and I'm with World Industries Snowboards and Skateboards, and I'm also the head coach at Wendell's Skateboard and Snowboard Camp out of Mount Hood, Oregon. With me today, I have Mr. Michael Estes riding for Volcom. Mike is a pro snowboarder and pro skateboarder who's been around for a long time. You might have seen him in the most recent issue of Heckler magazine in the retrospectives they were doing in there. Mike and I, along with, in yellow, Mr. Chip Gorley, also known as Chip Dog, came along. We would also have Choppy Omega with us, but Choppy got exceptionally hurt in Los Angeles at the World Finals for the skateboarding championship, so unfortunately he wasn't able to join us. But our whole intent coming out here this week was to get the park going, introduce it to everybody, show the kids how to drop in, how to do basic stuff, and then just bro down with everybody and ride around. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what we came out to do. Once again, I'm Tom Nordwall, this is Mike Estes, and that's Chip Gorley, and we're going to go over to the park and ride with everybody and have a demo. Midland, you are stoked to have this park. The finish is great, the construction is great, and the community and everything that you guys get together here is wonderful. Let's give everyone a big round of applause. All right, once again, thanks, and thanks for bringing us all out. Let's head back on over and do some skating, shall we?
I'd just like to say thank you, Bob Pierce.
I'd like to thank Mr. Bob Pierce, and I'd also like to tell you guys, keep this place clean, and the city will do probably just as much for you.
Shirt on the side, on in the back. We call that a mullet in Oregon. I don't know what you guys call it.
Okay, good to go.
High school jocks. Yeah, they always have their head shaved on the side and like
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
back and like a short top thing. Yeah. Whatever we're on.
Okay. So give me an idea of some of the best aspects of our new Trilogy Park.
Well, actually, I enjoy all the aspects of the Trilogy Park myself. It's sitting right over there, and I don't know, that bowl corner's a lot of fun to do grinds around, and just the whole park itself has a lot of coping, which is the metal tubing at the top, so therefore when the kids are grinding, they're not going to destroy the concrete. I just like it all. It's great transition, smooth concrete, and it's free.
And give me a little idea of the background you have with skate parks.
Let's see, I've traveled pretty extensively skateboarding, not really out of the country, Canada a couple times, but I've been to a number, Philly Park, FDR, Burnside, Ashland, Lincoln City, like a lot of parks out in Oregon, and this is nice. It's a gradual park. It doesn't have the steepest transition and the scariest walls, but what it does have is a place where everyone can kind of learn and you can excel and you can step up to the next level here. But then, I mean, as time goes on, kids will want to go bigger and bigger. I mean, that's the nature of things.
Great. That's what we needed. Thank
Are we
you.
on?
Yep, we'll edit that in, and
Edit you. Excellent. Wow.
we're going to put together a whole montage of the kids doing this stuff today and some of our speakers. But thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
We'll probably get... I'm here today with Nick and Matt, who have developed some artwork to commemorate the Trilogy Skate Park. And Nick, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you've come up with here on your design?
We're originally from Wendover High School, and we came up with the design for the shirts.
Do me a favor, whenever he walks through here, knock him off. Just kidding. Start it again from the beginning.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're here with Nick and Matt, who have come up with some designs for t-shirts commemorating the Trilogy Skate Park. Nick, can you tell me a little bit about your design?
Yeah, we're from Wendover High School, and we called the city to find out if we could design shirts and have them passed out. And we had 3 weeks to do it, and this is what we came up with. And it seems to be going well, and everybody likes them, so.
Great. And Matt, I understand you're even giving some donations to a very charitable cause.
Yeah, we've got sponsors, which are on the back of the t-shirts, and we're giving some money to Habitat for Humanity, and probably go out there and build some stuff with them and stuff again this year. We've done it last year, and we've talked to a few members on the board about doing some controlled graffiti art so people wouldn't mess up the skate park anymore. And I don't know, everything seems to be going well. There's lots of fun, there's going to be lots of music, lots of skaters. We got some professional skaters down here, so hopefully it's a good day. Sun's out, it's not raining.
Now you've had a chance to skate the park. What do you think?
It's a cool park, like the course, like the rails, like the walls. It's all good.
Great. Anything else to add?
Not really at this time.
Great. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Yep.
MCTV? Yeah.
Getting better and better and better. So all I have to do is just knock out a couple of colloquialisms that don't fit me, and off we go. So you're going to interview me, huh?
Yep, we'll just talk here.
Okay.
Little informally here. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So we're out here. It's a beautiful day at the Trilogy Skate Park Dedication. What do you think of the park so far?
Well, the park is very impressive, and what's more impressive is the community acceptance of the park. If you see all the kids that are out there skating right now, it's a clear indication of the success of the project.
Will we see you with your rollerblades out there later?
Not today. If I get out there, it'll be when no one else is around.
Very good. Okay, I think that's a good comment for us to use. Good? Okay, he gives me a thumbs up.
Okay, you ready to go?
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Whenever?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. We're here at the dedication ceremony for Trilogy Skate Park, the newest member of Midland's park system. Blah. Do that again. 3, 2, 1. We're here at the dedication ceremony of Trilogy Skate Park, the newest member of Midland's park system. One more time. 3, 2, 1. We're here at the dedication ceremony of Trilogy Park, Midland's newest, the newest member of Midland's park system. We're here at the dedication ceremony of Trilogy Skate Park, the newest member of Midland's park system. Okay, where'd my little guy go that I was going to interview?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Okay. This is Rick. He's a skater at Trilogy Park. What do you think about the park so far?
It's really nice. It's nice because like the closest one is Kalamazoo, so it gives you a break.
What's your favorite thing to do on this?
Probably the
Look this way.
probably the pyramids over behind me and stuff. That's really fun to do. And one thing they should have is like little more rails on the ground. They're all going downhill. Yeah, I think they should have some more on the ground too.
How long have you been skating, and what do you like so much about this sport?
I've been skating probably about 2-3 years in the sport. I like it because it's different than all the other sports like football and stuff. I don't really like that stuff. All my cousins do it and stuff, so we always do it a lot. So it's really fun though.
So do you think this is a good thing for the area?
Yeah, it is. They should have some bikes on it because I freestyle bike ride too, so you can't really ride your bike on here.
Great.
Yeah.
How often do you come to the park?
I come to here probably about once a week, maybe I try to. Yeah. Yeah, I've been here like 4 times so far, maybe, or more.
Great. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
go get them. Thank you very much, Rick. Another.
Okay, go ahead when you're ready.
Roger Gorband is the president of the Midland Foundation. Roger, can you tell me about the Midland Foundation's involvement with Trilogy Park?
Well, Selena, we've had a project committee for many years, and Lynn Weimer heads that up. Rick Reynolds was a member, and Rick and his son really came up with the idea, I think, and got with Marty in the city and Marty McGuire, and kind of snowballed from there.
It's a really great project. Did you look at other communities around the nation to come up with the ideas?
Oh yeah, that was very basic in the early planning, was to see what else was out there. There wasn't much in Michigan, we knew, but out on the West Coast they'd been at this for some time. And my hometown of Portland, Oregon, well, they have one like this under the Burnside Bridge where the bums used to hang out. So they've really kind of pioneered this, and a couple of the pros are from Portland, and they really have high praises for this park. But there was a video out, and Marty got the video, and it showed scenes from various parks around the place and around the country, and so they got people enthused about it.
Real inspiration. Okay, that's what we needed.
Okay.
Wasn't so bad, was it?
Nope.
It's okay. It's fun to skate on, and it's big, so it's like you don't get kicked off Plymouth anymore.
You been skating Plymouth and getting kicked off?
Yeah, and everywhere else.
How often are you down here to the skate park?
This is my 4th time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you like best about the park?
Probably that pyramid thing.
Is it a good challenging park for you?
Yeah. I've only been skating for 2 years, so not very good.
Great. A lot of your friends use the park?
Yeah. Matter of fact, my friend's wearing my skates right now, so I have to go get them back.
Now you're blading versus boarding, right? Do you do both?
No. I used to skateboard, but I don't anymore.
Well, what do you like better about blading than boarding?
It's harder. There's more grinds, so it's more challenging.
Okay, thanks a lot. Let me get one more. What time will this sit down?
And one, go.
Okay, tell me some of your reactions to the park today.
Oh man, pretty much if this was here when I was their age, I would have come here every day.
So have you been skating for a long time?
I have, yeah, but not on this stuff, so I'm kind of new on it. Yeah.
What do you like best about the park here?
The jumps. I love the jumps, and they need to get pop out here.
They need to get pop out.
I'm thirsty.
What do you think about the safety aspects? I see you're not wearing a helmet. Do you wear a helmet?
No, I don't wear a helmet. I should.
Yeah.
I should, but I don't wear a helmet.
What do you think about the other kids out here? Do you think it should be more of a requirement?
Yes, because if you had kids, you'd want them safe, but I guess if the parents are here watching what they're doing, it's not gonna, I don't know, it's their risk. I mean, it says it on the sign over there, so.
How often have you been coming out here to the park?
Oh, this is my first time. Yep. I heard about it a few weeks back, and I work too much, so I never get a chance to come out. This is my first time. I think I'm gonna come again, so.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good comment. Okay.
There's gonna be one other thing I'm gonna do.
Okay.